Welcome to the Mom Coaches Getting Clients podcast, where we talk about everything related to starting and growing a fulfilling and profitable mom coaching biz. I'm your host, Kathy Stoll. I'm a business coach for moms, and I'm going to be teaching you how to stand out in a sea of mom coaches by loving your niche, simplifying your business, and following the fun. So grab a latte and get cozy because we're about to get you some mom coaching clients. And welcome back to another episode of Mom Coaches Getting Clients. Today we're talking about hosting an event to grow your mom coaching biz. I have been really embracing this concept more and more with my clients and in my mini mastermind especially, and I thought I would just pass this insight along. First of all, the event thing, it kind of came up organically for years and years and years. I've just been intuitively hosting a webinar. I actually went on a kick where I was hosting a webinar or a challenge. I would alternate months in my business, at least once a month. And then it turned into, I'm going to go with the flow a little bit more. But still, interestingly enough, about once a month or so, I always have something that I was putting together that would elicit some excitement, that would help me grow my audience, and also really add some free value to my followers, and then of course get them to eventually decide to invest in some tier of working with me, either one-on-one or in my mastermind or my coaching training program. And I know that the concept of putting together something either in person or online can feel exhausting if you're feeling like life is feeling pretty full anyway. So I'm here to encourage you to consider that an event can be anything you want it to be. It could be as simple or as elaborate as your little heart desires. A long time ago, I actually hosted a 5-day challenge. And this is very meta, 5-day challenge on how to create a 5-day challenge. And my first lesson was it could be as simple as a daily email with a call to action, and for 5 days. Simple as that, all the way up. And it had 5 different simplicity levels. The less simple level, or the most complicated or fancy, was involved incentives to get your friends to sign up alongside with you, prizes for the most active participant, all these things, lots of worksheets, and tag this person and tag that. So you can go from one extreme to another, but I really encourage you when you're looking at your quarterly planning to put some kind of event in there, either in person or online, or maybe one of each. I don't know. But I've had some success with all of these, and I just want to offer some pointers for you today if you want to try this out. So the reason why you want to do this, I think it's a very smart business boss lady maneuver to pull off. And this is guilty pleasure, I should get some kind of special sound effect. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they have, some of them have these sound effects they pull off. So if I could, I would have some kind of siren going off right now. Guilty pleasure alert. I've shared this before, but my latest shtick is when I'm cooking dinner, I have on my phone, I like to watch Real Housewives. And one thing I'm noticing, and I'm on the Beverly Hills season or series right now. Part of the reason why there's a lot of reasons I like watching it. My husband just thinks it's so sad, but I like it because, first of all, I love seeing the dynamics between girlfriends. I just think it's so, it can get pretty deep, right? But also what I notice with these women, it's called Real Housewives, implying that these are kept women, and not really. Most of them are pretty entrepreneurial. And I noticed watching this show that everyone's seems to always be hosting an event promoting their latest entrepreneurial venture, which I think is so fascinating to watch their business ideas, watch them take off, and watch them celebrate with such like flamboyant flair. And then the drama, of course, the drama. But I'm just like, that is smart. Like, that is the energy. You just want to go all out sometimes. At the same time, though, you can keep it as simple as possible. But I encourage you, definition of an event, something's happening somewhere at a certain time, and you need to put some effort to show up to it. Okay. So this can be translated both as this big soiree or as simple as, let's do this challenge together, or come together for a free masterclass. And again, you could start off simple and then work your way up to something a little bit more elaborate. But these can happen both in person or online. So one way that I offered this in person, and I did this with some success until the pandemic, of course, hit. But I was putting together these monthly women networkings, and it was actually facilitated through Rising Tide Society. So they're called Tuesdays Together. I do keep trying to look up if it's still happening, but I might start offering these again now that COVID has simmered for the most part. But it was such a great way to meet everyone, to meet new people in our community. So Facebook, you can start a group and just say, hey, women or whoever your niche is, moms with yada yada, let's do this. I'm putting together, bringing together people, and then you can what I did was give the restaurant a heads up. Could we reserve a table or on a patio somewhere? But the point is that you are the hub that draws these people in. So just be pretty deliberate on who you want there, has some sort of theme that brings them all together. And what was cool about the Tuesdays Together thing was everyone across the planet was coming together the first Tuesday of each month. And as a chapter leader, which I was, we were set up with a outline of what the theme was, and everyone would take turns talking about it. So just as an example of being the facilitator, of having some sort of context, and also wearing your, hey, I'm the hostess here hat, and then just putting a brief outline of how this is going to roll. Another way to make an event is to celebrate something in your business. Maybe you just started it or you've hit a milestone. Great opportunity to reach out to your friends, invite them to bring friends, have it at your house, have it at a park somewhere. You can host, again, a networking event and have some fun with it. Speed dating, I wrote here, but meaning, where did I see this? I saw this just a couple days ago on Facebook. Someone somewhere was hosting a speed networking event. So if you match people up, you could, I never done speed dating. I had one of my best friends actually owned a speed dating company, and I'm like, oh, darn it. She opened it right after I met my husband. I never got to do the cool dating things like that, or online dating. But anyways, I digress. And then other ways. And so working with mom coaches, and especially working with coaches who work with moms a lot, what we've been playing with a lot lately is collaborating with a health center, such as a yoga center. And they're often looking for guest experts or people in the community to come in and offer a complimentary workshop related to, less stress, self-care, mindfulness. So that might be a good place to pitch. And I remember I did something similar. I used to work in a yoga studio even before I had kids, and I was able to meld my interests into an event. And I remember we had a DJ friend, and we just had this amazing DJ playing while we did yoga. And then in Shavasana, coming out of it and doing some sort of creative coaching experiential thingy. So lots of creative ideas that you can incorporate in there. And again, calling out what the theme is. And I wrote here too, in-person mini retreat. Lots of, like, the world's your oyster. So it might involve getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, but even just having a picnic in the park. Hey, moms, everybody meet here. Bring your kids, make it kid friendly, or leave the kids at home, or, get your teen to mind the kids, slip them like $5 or a little bit more maybe. But anyway, so have fun, put it on your calendar, and then reverse engineer the time frame to put this together. Online events could look like hosting, again, a free masterclass or 5-day challenge, a book club related to your niche, or even something completely unrelated. Sometimes when I brush my teeth, I think of this idea and I just think it's just kind of weird, but I'm still massaging it. Just because I love the Real Housewives, like maybe some kind of weird Real Housewives club for coaches. And we can reflect back on, just how can this relate to our coaching business? So if that tickles your fancy, hit reply to any of my emails and say, I'm in for that idea, and maybe I'll go forward with it. But something that, again, the Bliss Blender, whatever you're naturally interested in, how can you incorporate that into an online or in-person event? I wrote here a summit, and actually this is one that I am seriously exploring. So heads up, something similar to a summit is happening in the back burner here, a way to collaborate with, again, other experts in complementary fields. So same audience, but not necessarily the same niche or coaching niche or even coaching at all. But coming together and really being offering some supplementary services or resources to each other's ideal clients, and also win-win, right? You create some buzz, you get in front of new people, and you get a chance to grow your business in more ways than simply monetary. You're growing your experience, you're growing your confidence, and it's not boring. It's a lot of work. And then you can gauge what you enjoy. You might, again, surprise yourself. So again, just to recap, 3 things you want to consider regardless of which one of these event ideas you decide to run with or sparked an idea for something completely different. But it's important that you be the hub. So you can participate in events that maybe you get invited to that sound like this, for sure, for networking purposes and to grow your reach. But I challenge you to organize one yourself and be very specific on perhaps the problem you're solving, or at least what your niche is really seeking some relief from. And very important that you get this on your calendar and make some very tangible next steps. And then put those due dates on your calendar and take those tiny baby steps. Might feel like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Of course, my favorite saying, a girl's always allowed to change her mind. But before you really just cancel, think, how can I make this maybe a little bit more simpler? So at least you get that opportunity to surprise yourself, because I really think this is a great opportunity for growth. All right. Again, if you are interested in growth with a mini mastermind, we're going to begin this next round on September 13th, which is coming up pretty quick. And if you missed that window, still head over to blissbeyondthat.com/mom-coach-mini-master. Oh my God, I almost like hyperventilated with all those hyphens. Head over to the nav bar and you'll find the link to get on the wait list for the next round. Of course, you can always work one-on-one with me, and we will come up with your plan for the next bliss chunk and more. If you head over again, same domain, blissbeyondnapptime.com/application to fill out the form to get the ball rolling on working with me privately. All right, we'll talk to you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. I hope you loved it. If you did, make sure you share it in your social media and tag me while you're at it. I would love to see how you're out there spreading your mom coaching bliss. Also, be sure you're subscribed to the show and leave a review. And until next time, go out there and get more mom coaching clients.